What's up, beautiful people? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're tuning in from. This is Daily Diaries Friday, the channel where every story sparks inspiration and every moment is a vibe. If you're here for the ride, please subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Share this with your favorite people, and let's create a community full of excitement and good energy. Got something to say? Drop it in the comments. Let's get into it. In a move that has sent waves through the royal watching world, Prince Harry is once again demonstrating a quiet but resolute commitment to healing fractured family ties. Last week, two senior members of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's team were spotted in London attending a discreet meeting with King Charles's communications chief, Tobin Andrea. Though the meeting was not officially acknowledged by Buckingham Palace beyond the visuals, the very fact that it happened suggests something important is brewing, something possibly historic. Though speculation has abounded regarding the purpose of this summit, many believe it signals the latest and most serious attempt at mending the rift between Prince Harry and his father, King Charles III. What's most notable is that this meeting reportedly happened with Prince Harry's blessing, showcasing his maturity and openness to dialogue. Despite the physical and emotional distance that has characterized the Sussexes' relationship with the rest of the royal family in recent years, Harry appears ready to engage in the kind of diplomacy that could usher in a new chapter, one not just for himself but for the monarchy. It's easy to forget, amidst the media frenzy that often surrounds the Sussexes, that Prince Harry has consistently upheld his values with grace and conviction. Since stepping back from senior royal duties in 2020, Harry has carved out a deeply meaningful life focused on family, philanthropy and mental health advocacy. He's also stayed connected to his British roots through enduring commitments such as the Invictus Games and Well Child, a charity very close to his heart. His continued dedication to these causes is not just admirable, it's emblematic of a man who never stopped caring about his country, even if he chose a new path to serve it. So when news broke that Harry's team had engaged in a meeting with King Charles's top aide, it wasn't entirely surprising. This wasn't a sign of weakness or backtracking on Harry's part. It was a sign of strength, leadership and love. Love for his family, love for duty, love for the people he continues to serve. There is strong speculation that this recent peace summit was timed to lay the groundwork for Prince Harry's upcoming visit to the United Kingdom in September. He is expected to return for the annual Well Child Awards, a deeply personal engagement he's supported faithfully, even after stepping back from royal life. What makes this September visit particularly intriguing is that it may coincide with King Charles's return from Balmoral, just ahead of the highly anticipated state visit from United States President Donald Trump from September 17th to 19th. Given this narrow window, it's entirely plausible that Buckingham Palace and the Sussex team coordinated this behind-the-scenes meeting to prepare for a quiet, potentially pivotal reunion between father and son. The fact that William's team was not involved underscores the possibility that this is, at its heart, a personal initiative between Harry and his father, perhaps even a first step toward redefining their relationship away from the pressures of the institution and the headlines. What is truly remarkable about this development is how it reflects Harry's character and growth. Despite years of tabloid attacks, public misinterpretations and institutional resistance, Harry has remained steadfast in his desire to be understood, not just as a royal, but as a human being. His candour in interviews and documentaries may have been difficult for some within the institution to digest, but it was always rooted in authenticity and healing. Prince Harry is, at his core, a bridge builder. He has spent much of his adult life in service to others, whether through founding Centrebal to help children affected by HIV/AIDS in Lesotho, launching the Invictus Games to support wounded veterans, or championing mental health through his work with Better Up and the Arkwell Foundation. His actions consistently reflect a desire to connect people, to foster understanding, and to nurture emotional and psychological well-being. His readiness to initiate or support a peace summit between his team and Buckingham Palace speaks volumes. It's not about returning to the old order or slipping back into the constraints of royal protocol. It's about something far more personal and meaningful: reconciliation, healing, and leading by example. Reports make it clear that any potential return to royal duties was not on the agenda during the London meeting. And frankly, that's as it should be. Prince Harry has already made his decision and proven his ability to thrive beyond the royal system. He and Meghan have built a life in California focused on empowerment, humanitarian work, and raising their two young children in a more private and intentional way. What's important here isn't whether Harry returns to a royal role. It's that he's willing to return to the table, to talk, to listen, and to perhaps begin the slow, deliberate process of healing. That's where his real strength lies, not in titles or tradition, but in his ability to lead with heart. While it may seem like another footnote in the endless royal coverage, this quiet move toward peace could have long-term implications, not just for Harry and Charles, but for the monarchy itself. As the world changes, so too must the institution. And there's arguably no one better positioned to guide that evolution than Harry, a man who knows both worlds intimately and who has the courage to challenge norms while still honouring the values he holds dear. There's also something deeply human in all of this. Family fractures happen, especially under the weight of history, protocol, and public scrutiny. What matters is how people choose to respond. Prince Harry, in giving his blessing for this summit and opening the door for future contact, has shown what emotional maturity looks like in the face of adversity. He has modelled compassion even when it wasn't reciprocated. That's the mark of a true leader. As we look towards September and the possibilities it holds, it's hard not to feel hopeful. Perhaps Prince Harry and King Charles will have that long overdue conversation. Not as monarch and duke, but as father and son. Perhaps the first stones of reconciliation are being laid now quietly, without fanfare or press releases. What's clear is that Prince Harry is doing the work. He continues to walk a delicate line between independence and responsibility, forging his own path while never fully severing the ties of family. That's not easy, and it's certainly not always popular, but it's authentic, it's brave, and above all, it's deeply admirable. In the end, Prince Harry reminds us that healing isn't about who wins or loses. It's about choosing peace again and again, even when it's hard. That's the kind of leadership the world needs. And it just might be the beginning of something new for the House of Windsor. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for watching and being part of this amazing journey. You're the reason this community shines. Keep being the incredible, inspiring souls you are. If you enjoyed today's journey, show some love with a like, comment and share. Join our family by subscribing, and let's keep growing together. Until next time, dream big, stay strong and keep shining.